Okay, Arthur, we create a job first of all in Genesis, and then we go into panel. From panel, we create our wall, which is here at 6 meters long and 3.5 meters high. From this view is a view we use to save as a DXF file. Save it as a DXF, and that's all we need to do in panel. We then move into PrimeCAD. And the first thing we do is to go to File and MyTech DXF. You then pick the path where your particular job has been saved and then open it. Select Fit in Box, changing the drawing scale. You then draw your box and that fits it into the box. You then draw a box around it, which makes it all green. You go to Edit, Explode, and select Polyline Lines, and that now makes the drawing editable. You then press F7 to maximize it on the screen. The next thing we need to do is to select our snap, and we'll snap it to the nearest point. Okay, so it picks the points that we need on individual items. You would then select your marker tool. We would select the bottom of the plate on the left hand side. X is 0 and we want to go up 900, and on this side our X is 0 and we want to go up 1200. Then we'd select our arc 2-point radius, select our point starting at the right hand side, draw across to the point on the left hand side, enter our radius. I'm going to enter one in at 8 meters. So it puts a nice steep curve on it, and that then shows us the curve that we want to trim our studs off to. You then go to Trims, then go to Trims, Edit, Trims, Extend. Then select what we want to trim. We want to trim this line to the arc, this line to the arc, this line to the arc. So after you've trimmed all your studs to the arc line, you then have this curve. Now what you can do is to select the noggins and press delete. Same with the top plate and these noggins, and delete those as well. We then need to put our dimensions in. So we select dimension line, select the line and drag across to put a dimension on it. That one's 900, which is the point that we selected. That one's 876, because that's going to the bottom of the plate, whereas this one's going to the bottom of the stud. Okay, and we just move along, selecting all the dimensions you would like to put in. Now the best way to ascertain what the angles are on the studs so they can be cut correctly is to actually delete your curved line to start with. So you go Edit, Erase, and select the line. That then gets rid of it. Press F5. Okay, Arthur, to get the angles that the studs need to be cut at, you actually need to put in some extra lines, as in one from each side of the stud, to actually create your triangle. Now what you can do is to select View and then Zoom Window, and then draw a window around the top of the stud where you want to put the line in. You then go draw a line individual. Because it's snapping to the nearest point, you just select near the top of it and puts a line, puts a crosshair there to the other side, which then creates your triangle. And press F5 to refresh it, and you can see that it's correct. Now the next thing to do is to select your angle dimension, which you would then pick your line that you just created, and then you need to select F7 to zoom back out and select the bottom plate. This will then give you an angle between those two points, which in this case is 11.19 degrees. Just as another example, we go View, Zoom Window, draw around the top of the stud, then draw line individual from that point there to that point there. Then you'd select your angle dimension tool, select the line, press F7 to zoom back out, pick the bottom plate, and it then draws the arc in, and when you click it shows you the angle that needs to be at. So that's 11.19 degrees, that's 6.84 degrees. Then for this one you do the same thing. You'd zoom window, view, zoom window. You can just press F10, draw around top of the stud, then go draw line individual, select from there to there. This will be even a lower angle. Select your angle dimension, select the center of the angled line, then F7 and the bottom plate, which will then allow for your angle to be shown, and it's 2.53, and as you can see that's roughly what it would need to be. Well, that is exactly what it would need to be.